They ate my baby's cake. What do I do? Hello, YouTube family, friends, Americans, world, countries across the world. I have an issue, a serious issue. You know it. See, I live in this very nice, I'd say above average apartment complex. Very pricey, 2-bedroom. A 17-acre lake view, beautiful stuff, right? Pay top dollar to live in this place. Saturday we hosted my youngest son's first birthday party, turning 1. And we had a cake, and anyone who has kids nowadays knows that you can go to Publix, buy a cake, and Publix will give you an additional cake for your infant, your toddler, to destroy, their own personal cake. So we had 2 cakes. At our office, the representative that was working at the time said that he'd, use the refrigerator, the kitchen amenity in the clubhouse. So, we stored our cakes in there. When it was time to eat cake, my 1-year-old was actually asleep, so he did not eat his own personal cake. Into the larger cake for friends and family, People there, people want some cake, it's birthday, Well, come to the end of the day, we go to get our cakes out of the refrigerator in the kitchen, clubhouse kitchen, and the door was locked. Okay, it was after hours, so we understand the fact that, doors were locked. It sucks to say that, to lock those doors, the representative that was in there had to have walked past the door, walk past the cake and lock it. He knows we're out there. So you think, okay, well, why didn't you let us know you're leaving so we could get our cake real quick before you lock the door? No worries. Well, Sunday they're closed, so we figured, okay, Monday we'll go pick up our cake when they're open again. Well, my wife calls down there Monday morning and informs them that she'll be there to pick up the cake. They say okay, they acknowledge it. Later that day, when she gets off work and goes to pick up the cake is eaten into. Here's a quick photo. Now this child's single cake has been eaten into. When she questioned them about the missing cake, their response was the kitchen is an employee kitchen, and that anything in there is fair game. How do I handle this situation? I really want feedback on this. Is there a legal thing I can do about it? There's of course thousands of illegal things someone could do about the situation, but I'm a better character than that, and I would like for it to be handled legitimately. So I ask you, the viewers, Obama, George Washington, what would he do? Any president, what would you do? Let's say, what would Jesus do in this situation? Oh, it's okay. I'm just gonna let my cake go. And it's fine that they ate the cake, my child's cake. $50 on a Publix cake. It's fine. I don't need it. Or it's my fault. I left it in there. It is fair game. Is that really the response? Say you're at work and someone eats your lunch out of the refrigerator. Of course you're pissed off about it. Is there something you can do about that? You can report to your personal management, hey, and then they'll put an acknowledgement out there. Don't eat anyone's food out of the fridge. This is, to me, not even an apartment complex issue. I don't think it involves the apartment complex itself, but as the individuals who knew that we were coming to get our cake and ate the cake, and then had the audacity to respond that anything in there is fair game. That means that my car in the parking lot that your employees park in is fair game for you to open my car door because it's a employee's parking lot. You can open my door. It's not even an employee's parking lot. I paid to live here. You get paid to make sure that I'm following rules, not to go in and break morality, and that's unethical. Very unethical, and I really need feedback on how one should handle this. This is ridiculous. I'm going to go down there later today, and I'm going to try to handle this calm as possible. And I'm going to give you a response video on what happened. But in the meantime, let me know what you think one should do about it. I've asked friends and family, and some says I don't think there's anything you can do about it. Well, I'm sorry, can I contact the police? Because for one, is that not theft? They stole my property. And yes, it was in their clubhouse, but I pay to access the amenities of that clubhouse as well. I think that if I left my cell phone in the weight room, they can go through my cell phone and play in my cell phone? No, but human nature might cause them to go through my stuff and access my cell phone. But then if they take my cell phone, is it not stealing? And I will tell you the vice versa. If my wife would have went down there and they would have said, well, hey, we didn't know whose cake it was, we didn't know how long it was sitting here, and we threw it out, that would be a little bit more understandable, considering, don't leave food in the fridge over an amount of time. Who knows how long the cake could have been there. But the crazy part for me is that she told them she was coming to get the cake, and then they ate the cake, and then told her, oh, that's how it was in the morning when we came in. I'm sorry, Saturday, you close on Saturday at whatever time, let's say 4 or 5 p.m. The door is locked to that kitchen area. No, you're not open on Sundays, so no one has access to it. And then you can tell me Monday morning when you came in, somebody ate into the cake. But then you give a response that anything in there is fair game, which is kind of telling on yourself, acknowledging the fact that you may have been the one that ate the cake. And that was the property manager who said those words. Anything in there is fair game. I couldn't even look my fiance in the eyes while she was trying to discuss what to do about it. So I'm going to go down there today when my fiance gets home from work. As I said, I have a 1-year-old as well as a 2-year-old. You can see some of the videos on the channel here, but still, I'm going to go down there. We're going to see what happens. In the meantime, America, world, what would you do? Brian, Adam, Bill Smith, Will Smith, Denzel, anybody, what would you do? Steve-O, what would you do? What would you do? There's no law, and it's just a morale. I can say it 100 times over. It's unethical that they ate my child's cake and then told me that it was fair game because it was on the property. Have a good day. Subscribe.